Whoops. I was gonna give you guys a countdown, and then I just started it because I'm a doofus. Hey, everybody! Welcome to Absolute BSS, the Casualpetitive podcast about Bandai Namco's Battle Spirits Saga card game, episode 30, baby. 30 episodes of this bullshit.
Wow. That's as many years as I've been alive.
Me
unfortunately.
too. Yeah.
I mean, that's a long time.
Oh boy.
Well,
and
that's about 2 more years for me, but I'm the old guy of the group, I guess.
That's
So
funny.
That's all right.
Wow.
I never knew your age, Angel. I guess I never asked.
32, baby.
Hell yeah.
Now that's some absolute BSS lore for you
That is.
fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, all of you. Thank you for joining us over the last 30 some odd weeks for our 30th episode. Today, we're going to be diving into spoilers in set 4, baby. The new set, Savior of Chaos, being pre-released at the end of February, officially released March 1st, I believe. So very, very soon. All 6 colors are in the game. This is the final booster set in this original arc here, as far as the lore of the set is concerned. And yeah, we're gonna dive into some spoilers. They've been out for a while on the Twitter, but we're gonna give our takes on them. We're gonna go through all the spirits today, and we're excited to have you along with us. I'm Cameron, by the way, and as always,
I'm Angel. What's up?
Yeah, there's Angel, and down there,
Eric, hello.
and the boys are back in town. So yeah, we're just gonna dive into it. Try to get through these quickly. We won't dwell on a lot of them unless they're like super dope, especially the vanillas.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of interesting stuff emerging in set 4. So Eric, you wanna get into it here with the red cards?
Yeah, we're going to kick things off with a card that was spoiled a little early and then officially spoiled on the Twitter, which is Dustworm Drought Dragon. So he is an 8-cost, 5 reduction Star Dragon spirit out of red. So I'm covering the red spirits first. So everything I'm about to talk about is red.
Yes.
So level 1 for 1 core, 5k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 8k. Level 3 for 5 cores, 10k. Pretty solid stat line. 3 cores for 8k is great. But he gets even better. I really like this card.
I think this is a banger.
It's so good. If you have 3 or fewer life, you may treat all of this card's reduction symbols as fulfilled when summoning this card from your hand. So if you have 3 or fewer life, you can just straight up like drop this dude from your hand for 3 cores, no matter whether or not the reduction is fulfilled. He also has, at all 3 levels, Awaken, so you can flash cores over to him. So you can just have him sitting there at 1 core for 5k, and then if you need him to get bigger, you can buff him up.
Easily.
And then he has a when summoned ability, which, again, you can do this for a total investment of 4 cores, 3 to pay, and then 1 to drop them. Select one of your opponent's spirits with 5,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. I mean, this is basically Volcanic, almost as good as Volcanic Break, and you get a big-ass spirit out of it at the same time.
And it's a Star Dragon.
Yep.
Like, yeah, this is not only super good in red, but it is very playable in any deck. Like, once you get down to 3 life, you're dropping 3 to bring out a huge thing that kills something on summon most of the time. This is going to be a new staple in a lot of decks, I think.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better cards so far from the release for Red when I first saw this one. And then the artwork too, very anime inspired.
It's like, super cool,
right? Like very cartoon.
Looks like Monster Hunter Stories, maybe a little Fire Emblem Engage.
Very Golden Sun back in the day.
Oh, Golden Sun, man. Nice.
Oh, that was a great one. That's a throwback right there.
Remake when? Or port it to the NSO when?
Look at us 30-year-old guys. We're like, Golden Sun, drinking our
back in
beer.
the day. Oh,
Those
Forrest,
were the
get out of
days.
here.
Oh, man.
We live in the golden years, baby, with Golden Sun.
Yeah, this is going in
Dragon.
every smag pile I make from now on, at least as a
sure.
1 or 2 of, like, he's just solid. But
Damn good card.
on to the next boy here. We've got, God, why did I pick red? Draco Pheasant? Yeah, that's
Sure.
right. Draco
Yeah.
Pheasant.
Absolutely.
So 2 cost, 1 reduction, Ancient Dragon. 1, 3, and 5 cores for levels 1, 2, and 3, and that'll get you 2k, 3k, 5k. So stats aren't great. This guy's pretty susceptible to removal in a lot of different ways, but During your attack step, when the spirit blocks effects on your opponent's spirits blocking your ancient dragon spirits are not triggered. So, a little bit of a weird guy. He is ancient dragon tribal specific, but he cancels out some of White's strategies, but only for your ancient dragons. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he slots into anything just yet, but I mean, he's 2 cost, so you always have to consider that. Like, does he somehow fit in some weird 2 cost ancient dragon aggro at some point? Maybe. I don't know.
That's where I figured he would slot in as an aggro slot. It's weird to me that this isn't an Emperor Beast. I get that they're just probably trying to flush out the ancient dragon tribal, but he looks like an Emperor Beast.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and I mean, once ancient dragons. Once again, I just don't know if the support is still just there enough to really like say, wow, this card's really good. But I'm sure at some point it'll come back. We'll come back to this card, especially like say cancels white, which makes sense, right? You have this whole red and white war between each other. But yeah, the effects interesting. Especially when the spirit blocks. I mean, those of you guys that play white know what white does. It's a lot of that in white. So
yeah.
Yep. I think if white becomes very prevalent in the meta and there's enough ancient dragon support, I think you could definitely see this card pop back up. But right now, kind of if we're doing champ or chump on him, I think he's a chump.
I think I'd call chump. He's a little expensive to get that ability. If it was at all levels, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because I mean, he's a prime target. I mean, with 3,000 BP, he could get popped so easily. So.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then all that value for that effect is just gone.
Yeah.
So. All right, next card. Gray Servant of Siegeworm. So this is exciting. We get another Siegeworm card. This triggers Nova, right? Like Siegeworm Nova. You can kill this. And
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so. It's 6, right? And that is unique.
Yeah, 6 cost. Siegeworm. Yep, this is another boy.
Yeah.
The Nova deck is looking real. I mean, it's been real for a minute, but I mean, now we've got another one. So level 1 for 1 core, 4K, level 2 for 3 cores, 6K, level 3 for 5 cores, 10K. So
good stats again.
Yeah, decent stats. He's 6 cost, 3 reduction, ancient dragon. So he's another ancient dragon. At all 3 levels, if you spend a soul core, this is on when summoned, as part of his summoning cost, the next red spirit card with Ascend you summon this turn, wink wink, will have a cost equal to your life total.
He's a big bang in a body.
He's literally, his purpose is to die so you can summon Nova, but you have to keep in mind that if you you can still put the soul core into the void from your trash. So never mind. Forget that sentence I just started. He has a level 3 effect too. When he attacks, select one of your opponent's level 1 nexuses and destroy it. That's pretty rad. I think this guy's a champ.
That's a solid card. My gosh.
I mean, ongoing nexus removal, as long as they're level 1, that's good. It's almost like when you summon this guy out till you wait for Nova if you don't need him at the moment and just start popping nexus back in row,
Yeah.
Would you slot this guy in over Andromeda? Andromedes. What is that card's called? What is that 6 cost card from the starter deck?
Andromeda.
Yeah.
The Nova. Yeah.
Or do you have both of them?
So, Andromeda's Confront is actually very, very good.
Yeah.
Like the 10K Confront puts your opponent in some bad situations sometimes. I think I don't know. Maybe you play both.
I think you play them both, man.
Because one pops creatures, right, or like pops up nexus, and you got to confront, and the other one's just straight up nexus removal.
Yeah.
But also a huge cost reduction for your ascend creatures, depending on where your life total's at. So I say both, depending on what kind of deck you're building, or what kind of deck you're playing with, or your strategy is. I would say they both have room. I mean, with red, you can cost reduce like super quickly, so that's not a big deal.
Red is getting a new row of teeth with this set with some of these cards. Like, damn, they're coming out swinging with these. And
I see the mix.
These are just rare.
I see the mix as like probably like a 3-3 situation, like 3
I would
Andromeda,
say,
3 of this guy, or like a 2-3, or like a 2-2. It just kind of depends. Like, are you going more for like Nova ascending to get all your life back, or are you just like trying to pop as many nexuses as possible?
And this also works with the new double symboled red card that we're going to get to. Because I mean, if you don't have Nova, you might have that one, and if you can core up this guy and just, put some pressure on your opponent. Like, you might be able to get those double symbols in. And double heart, still a card in red. Like,
Yep.
red is going to absolutely destroy life with set 4. Like, there are going to be some really big, heavy-hitting red decks, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm definitely pumped.
It's scary.
On to the next guy, though. Super aggro here.
Yeah.
I love this little guy.
This
cute.
is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And before time.
Land before
Yeah.
time, yeah.
This is Gate Crusher. He's a 3-cost 2 reduction Pterosaur. Hell yeah. Another Pterosaur spirit to add to the lineup. Level 1 for 1 core 4K, level 2 for 3 cores 6K, level 3 for 5 cores 7K. During all 3 levels, he can't block, and then at level 3, he has Confront for 5 cores. So there was some interesting discussion when this card got revealed about why you would play this and not just play Dilophosa.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree. I don't see him. I don't see you playing. If you're going to play a card that can't block, that's kind of just like an aggressive body, I think you just play Dilophosa because for fewer cores, it gets bigger. I don't know that. Maybe the Confront on this is actually really good, or maybe. I think where this card slots in is if you're doing something with Confront specifically, because there's that one Nexus that deals with Confront that I actually played at the launch event that I really liked, but I've never touched it ever since. It like refreshes the first Confront spirit you attack with each turn or something.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, maybe there's something to that, but and he's a pterosaur, so maybe there's an X rare that deals specifically with only pterosaurs. And then Dilophosa doesn't slot in there, but
What is Dilophosa? I can't find him.
He's an Emperor Beast.
Emperor Beast. Yeah, I'm looking for him right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it up for the video. There he is. Yeah. 3 cost, 2 reduction, can't block, but gets really, really big. Yeah. It's just got to be, depending on what tribal I guess you're going for.
Yeah. I just don't see a world where you play both, and then if you have to choose, I don't see a world where you pick this one over Dilophosa.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
I could change my mind if something comes up later that makes something about him more relevant.
Absolutely.
All right. Next card. So we've got Comet Worm, which is a 2-cost Star Dragon vanilla. Honestly, not really too hyped on that one, so I'm going to pass over him.
Yeah.
The art is really weird.
It is really weird.
Iron Scorpo Dragon Scored Gron.
Like,
I'm actually
what?
going to read this one because I think he has potential.
I agree.
5-cost 3 reduction Ancient Dragon. 1 core at level 1 for 5K, 3 cores at level 2 for 7K, 5 cores at level 3 for 10K. He's given me Wonderland Card Griffin vibes.
That's what I was
out of
going to
red.
say, for sure. This
Yeah.
is like that answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
One less
if you
reduction
wanna-
symbol, but damn, he gets big.
Yeah. I think, especially if you do something with Ancient Dragons, if that becomes a viable strategy, I think he's pretty solid. And I think if you're looking for a vanilla to block Genbu, I think he might be your man.
Yeah.
He seems pretty good.
Yep. I agree. No notes. I love vanilla creatures, and this is a very good one.
Yeah, his stat lines are extremely good.
Yeah.
So.
Very consistently, we're seeing 1-3-5 in these new red creatures, and we are seeing a base level of 5K, and that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
once you get over like that 4 cost, like most of these things are coming in ready at 5K, and then can get really, really big. And that's going to slot into a lot of red strategies.
Yep. You're also going to see red. If red does become popular, the red mirror match is going to be interesting because you're probably going to have to slot out a lot of your. You're going to have to side out a lot of your removal
Yeah.
because it's just not going to hit anything.
Yeah. It's, oh man.
You're probably gonna have to like contend with like maybe some of the white support with a lot, or even like purple, either bouncing from white or some core removal action from purple to be able to kind of reduce some of these BPs at a specific point. So
Season 2
Yeah.
competitive is going to be really weird, and I'm very excited to see what happens.
I'm excited. I always love a shakeup.
Oh yeah, and yeah,
shake and bake, baby.
this is going to shake it up for sure.
Well, speaking of shaking things up, let's talk about Dino Carrier Apato, which is our first look at these two symbol spirits.
This thing is cool.
So he's like a he's
Like a helipad
like
or something.
he's like a dinosaur with a plane landing pad and cannons, just cannons all over his fucking body.
This poor guy.
Godzilla.
Yeah, he's an abomination.
Truly. Truly.
He's a 6-cost 3 reduction pterosaur, level 1 for 1 core 5k. So there you go again, Cam, with your 5k starting point there.
Yeah.
3 cores for 7k, 5 cores for 10k. So same stats as the vanilla, but has 2 red symbols, so he does double damage and gives you double cost reduction. But in order to play him, you have to ascend cost 4 or more. So you do have to ascend to get him, and I believe every color got one of these style of spirits. So.
Yes. So it's balanced across colors. I think it's balanced mechanically. Like, we're looking at the same stat line. We're looking at the same, technically, cores to play it in a perfect situation. But you still have to get rid of 1 extra body to bring him in. But then you do get that double symbol. And again, red has double heart. And so it feels very balanced, in my opinion, mechanically.
Well, what I like, mechanically, it's like, you know, how every trading card game adds some sort of new mechanic with every set. Like, I mean, we'll get to those cards later on, but there's certain, you know, benefits you get when you ascend with certain colors that allows you to do something else, which I like. That's a good way to also add a little bit of freshness to the game, and something else differently to think about, right? Like, I'm not just, like right now, if you had ascend currently, you're just sacking spirit, like you said, Cam, but now, if I ascend and I have whatever X spear on the field as well, or a Nexus or something, I get an added benefit, and I like that mechanic that the game is getting a little bit more technical the more and more we progress. So it's exciting to see for the future, like how much more technical it's going to be. You know, it's not going to be as I don't want to say easy, but it's very straightforward currently. Where right now you have to be a little bit more technical with what moves you make and when do you ascend and what are you trying to get out of that ascension. So it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Basically, it reminds me of like in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you want to play your big monster, you got to sacrifice. So
yeah, that is what it feels like.
Yeah.
So also this opens up the design space to a point where I feel like we're gonna see some big boss monsters that ascend off of big spirits that do crazy stuff. Like
I agree.
Like a purple card that is send 8 or something, and it has like 2 symbols and blood curse and like some crazy Maduke or something.
Yeah, like you're sacking Maduke and she regenerates into this new card that you're playing and ascends. And has
evolving, like baby.
Double like blood curse. Yeah.
Double blood curse, yeah.
You have to read this card twice to know what it does.
Yeah. All the text is written backwards and upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like your opponent must bring out a dictionary right now.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah. And in red they just call the card Thesaurus.
So to end this double symbol starting conversation, I was curious how they were going to balance this, and I think they hit it out of the park.
I agree.
I think Ascend is a great way to balance the double symbols and in using mechanisms that we already have in the game to do it.
Yep.
So golf clap for Bandai. You know, huge shout out to Bandai.
Yep. I love the art on this next one.
Brawn Trident. This is a 3-cost Pterosaur vanilla. Honestly, not super stoked on him either, so I'll skip over him. He does get up to 5k for 3 cores, and he is a Pterosaur, so he might slot in somewhere if there's a Pterosaur specific deck.
Yep.
Thunder Dragon Lord Raid Blitz. 5-cost 3 reduction Dragonoid. This guy has a lot going on. I don't really understand what he is.
This is a Digimon.
This
is like abomination. Leomon's armor evolution. Like, good lord.
Well, look,
this is Monster Hunter. He's fused.
Yeah.
He has human hands and abs, but also the face of a tiger with dragon horns, a dinosaur tail, and if you look closely, he has like an eagle foot.
Yeah,
his foot is like an eagle.
Like
it's like a chimera, but like all the different things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't understand how he's Dragonoid, but
he looks like what are the fucking things, like a Lionel in Zelda? Those big things.
Oh yeah,
those big centaur things with like especially the lightning blade, like. It's neat. It's a really weird design, but it is cool.
It is.
This is like 9-year-old boys are like, yeah, battle spirits.
Yeah, like let's try it together.
Oh man.
Oh, so 5 cost 3 reduction Dragonoid, level 1 for 1 core 4K, level 2 for 3 cores 6K, level 3 for 5 cores 8K. So not the best stats we've seen, but still pretty decent.
Yeah.
All 3 levels it has awakens. You can move the cores over to it. And then at levels 2 and 3, so either for 3 cores or 5 cores, during your attack step, draw a card when one of your spirits with awaken is blocked. That seems pretty good.
That is good. That makes him a little more
another
worth
drawing
it.
in. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, not that Red struggles too much with drawing, right? But that's another way to draw. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. The outcome of this is always good. It's like you either draw a card or you deal damage.
Yep. Or you take something down with him because, I mean, 6K is going to get over a lot of blockers, but also can trade with a good amount of stuff, like in the mirror matchup.
Reading the flavor text, looks like maybe the Dragonoids are a little bit of a little backstabbers.
Oh, yeah. The Dragonoid's betrayal of the Star Dragons became less of an issue when all of Flame's spirits pledged their allegiance to Era.
Lord for you there. So, the next card is weird. I don't understand why this card exists when we have the card that I just looked at.
Yeah.
So El Diablo.
The artwork is so amazing.
It's so cool.
The artwork is badass. He looks like a purple spirit that turned red.
Yes.
5 cost 3 reduction Dragonoid spirit with the same exact stats as the last card, except at level 3 it goes up to 9K, and then it just has awaken, but not the other effect. So
yeah, his level 2 is 1,000 higher also.
Oh yeah, his level 2 is 1,000 higher. But I don't know, man. Like maybe you play these two together, but there's so many cards in red already vying for that 5 slot.
Yeah.
Like, are you really going to play this over Apollo Dinos, which also has Awaken, which will trigger your Ray Blitz? I don't think so.
Not to mention the 5 cost vanilla that we looked at earlier.
Yeah.
That slot's in this spot, I think, too. A cool card, but yeah, I don't think it's better than the other ones, like you're saying.
Yeah, I don't see him getting much play, unfortunately. So the next. Oh, I know. Yeah, this is a can.
I haven't seen a lot of these, so because I was trying to stay spoiler free for the podcast for reactions like that. Look at him! Look at him!
Precious Cub Taiga, 3 cost 2 reduction Emperor Beast, probably the cutest card in the set that we've seen so far, at least.
Yeah.
There's always more room for cuteness. Level 1 for 1 core 3K, level 2 for 3 cores 5K, level 3 for 5 cores 7K. So
amazing stat line.
Gets up to 5K for 3 cores, not bad for a 2 cost reduction, 3 cost spirit.
Yeah.
And then when he attacks, if you control spirit with Ascend, draw a card.
Yep.
Pretty good.
I like him.
Yeah.
I think this is fun because, like, you know, you have your Hippocampo in that 3 cost spot, and he goes in and gets you a core. But, like, if you're going second, does that work? If you're going second, you can't quite get him to that level 2 and just have him swing in and draw. Okay.
Well, you have to have a spirit with Ascend. So
we get a benefit too.
Oh, right, because he doesn't have it. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes him a little less good in my book. I forgot that he doesn't have Ascend himself.
I wonder if there's some sort of weird rainbow Ascend deck or something, and you just like are ascending all the time, and you have him in there. I don't know.
And then that one guy who's like, when you block someone with Ascend, draw a card, and you just have everything in your hand. Maybe. He's adorable though.
Yeah, it could be some. Yeah, he's good though. I mean, for what he does, I'm sure like once the whole deck is built out, and once we see all the reveals, I'm sure it's gonna be some sort of strategy with him. I mean, he's super cheap and another draw engine to get you draw early and going, depending on what you got. So I like him.
Yeah, or in the mid game, like mid range if you're running out of cards somehow. You have a couple spirits with Ascend, and you throw him in, pull a cheap block, or push him through for 1, and you get to draw a card.
Yeah. It's another one of those cards where maybe he's not good right now, but I keep an eye on him because like they're going to print more cards that say Ascend. So, he gets better with every set.
Colgate. What's Colemane look like? Colemane doesn't have Ascend, but that would have been kind of cool if you had Colemane in this little cub. But
yeah. This cub is weird because it's kind of an aggro card, but you can't play it early game.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't do anything.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, you can
that's
play it early game, but it's not gonna. It's just a vanilla
Yeah.
with
you're
decent
just a
stats.
vanilla card. Get out of here. How
Maybe
dare
he'll
you?
grow up. Maybe we'll get like Emperor Lion Taiga, and
Yeah.
and he ascends. He ascends off of 3. He's an X rare, and he ascends off of 3. That would be sick.
That would be cool.
Ooh.
That would be very, very
Um,
cool.
So the next card, for some reason, is a purple card. So we'll
Yeah, I
come
just
back to
noticed
that in a
that.
second.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the next. Brigandish Bear. This is a 4-cost 2 reduction Emperor Beast. 1 core for 4K and 3 cores for 7K. I can see him slotting in somewhere, and he's a 4-cost 2 reduction. Like,
Is he
not
just
terrible.
Quill Beast, but in red?
He is. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, honestly.
Um.
Oh, I guess Quill Beast has 5K at level 1, but still,
He's a Yojimbo Ant-Man, basically.
That's
with
right.
1 less reduction.
that's
Yeah.
what he is.
But he's Emperor Beast, so he could be relevant.
He's cool looking.
We got the next one, Use the Dia. This is our 2nd ever lava fish, I think.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So, it's a 3-cost 2 reduction vanilla. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna skip over it from
Yeah.
there. Oh boy.
I forgot about this one.
Look
Yeah.
at this little thing. He's a ferocious little guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Just edging my hog.
How
He's a
did
cool
this?
boy.
How did this card
Oh my
happen?
god. That's like
Um,
Edward Scissorhands and Hedgehog.
Oh man, yeah.
Like,
So this guy is Edge Hog, which
Shadow the Hedgehog.
nice hog.
I want this card to be viable.
So 4-cost 1 reduction, not looking great, Cam.
No.
Emperor Reptoid.
Reptoid.
Why is this a Reptoid?
I have no
What the
idea.
How on earth is this a Reptoid? In
Oh,
what
man.
universe is this a Reptoid?
I don't know.
Anyways, level 1 for 1 core 3K, level 2 for 4 cores 5K. Not looking good, Cam. When summoned, select one of your opponent's spirits with 3,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. I think
Oof.
this card would have been sick in set 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in set 4 he's unfortunately, like honestly, very unfortunately, like not. I think he's a chump, but
Yeah. I mean, there's
Imagine.
not a lot of spirits you're going to be summoning nowadays with 3,000 BP starting line, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, and for his cost, like, it's like, and his stat lines are, I'm not going to lie, a little doo-doo. So it's just like,
Yeah.
I just want to hear everyone saying that they're playing Edgehog.
I summon Edgehog. No, I mean here's what happens when you play him. You pay 3 cores because he has no reduction. He's 3K for 1 core, so he dies to everything. And then you pop their Beldegor, but then they draw 4 cards off a Starblast draw. So
Exactly.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, that's
But
unfortunate.
damn, what a name. What a
Oh
fucking
god.
name.
Rank
the
for
next one.
Rank for Rinkus.
Cool. All right.
4-cost 2 reduction, Pterosaur. Not a pterosaur, a pterosaur.
Yeah.
It's sounds exactly the same, but is very distinctly not a pterosaur.
Yeah. He's got a hangnail.
He's honestly kind of a crappy vanilla, so I think that's gonna finish it.
It's rough.
Yeah. That's a bad one. I mean, I'm not going to lie, like, and it's still early. It's more of the cards and spoilers, but some of the vanillas on this set are it's almost like, okay, it's because it's the last set, we're just going to not
Yeah.
care anymore. Like,
I'm a
it's
vanilla
kinda-
defender, but these are bad. Some of them
They're
are just
rough.
bad.
I love a vanilla if it does something interesting. If like the
Yeah.
spirit type and the costing and like Wonderland card Griffin, masterpiece.
Yeah.
I love
Excellent
that boy.
vanilla. Honestly, even the vanilla we looked at earlier, Iron Scorpo Dragon Scorbgron,
Bless you.
he's he seems great, but that's it for red. You want to take over and start with that one purple card, Angel?
Yeah, the random purple card that was in the red. Sure. So I'm gonna do starting off with the purple. We got Dark Knight Percival. I believe
Yeah.
that's how you say it. It's a shadow, 6 cost with 3 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 course at 3,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores, 6,000 BP, and level 3 for 4 cores, 7,000 BP. And at all 3 levels, when summoned, you may pay a soul core to select a purple spirit card from your trash that costs 4 or fewer, summon exhausted without paying its cost.
That feels good.
So feels good. I could see some things making summon what Belgor, I guess, right? So you can
Yeah.
trigger
You
Belgor,
can get him early.
get him early. There's a couple other things you can get out of purple. So I like him. I mean, he's not, yeah, I mean, 3 costs, 10 can cost you 3. Stat lines are okay. I mean, at level 2, it's probably where you'll keep him at, I'm sure, most of the time. And it's another Shadow Spirit, which, I've been seeing a lot of stuff for Shadow
Yeah.
coming up in the works. So I think that it's just another addition for Shadows that can be very scary. There's a couple Nexuses from set 1, I think, or set 2 that help support Shadows. So,
Mm-hmm.
I like him. Looks like Blackluster Soldier, but
Yeah,
pretty cool.
the art's cool. I like the little snake head under the pauldron there. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
He's like armor without a body inside too. If you look, he's like hollow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So
it's
he has like
very
this
cool.
little alien vibe looking thing to him.
Yeah.
It's
I
neat.
like
I
him.
think he definitely goes in a deck somewhere.
I do
Yeah.
too. I love the I think 6 Reduct 3 is cool.
I mean, the
For
ability to
getting a
bring something
second body.
back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. More cost. So I like him. That's definitely him. So
He combos with that Velium card that when you bring something back, you then can kill an exhausted spirit. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, and I'm liking now that more graveyard shenanigans, taking things out of the graveyard coming out of purple, which is
Yeah.
I feel like what purple really needs more of currently. So I'm glad to see that we're kind of looks like we're heading that direction between that and immortals. I mean, obviously we have immortal, but it's only a few good immortals right now that we play.
Yeah.
This next card looks pretty cool. Mrs. I feel like this is like Dragonog Assassin mixed with Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
It's like Hakuya the Whiskered. Serpent, love to see more serpents. 4 cost, 2 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 course 2,000. Level 2 for 3 course 4,000. At level 1 and 2 has curse while it attacks. And then level 2, when destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits, place 1 core from it into the reserve. If you destroy a spirit with this effect, draw a card.
He can take 2 down at
He can take
once.
2 down, yes. You just have to play him early, I guess, because I mean,
Yeah.
being a purple player, there's not a lot of players that keep really 1 core in the spirits once they know you're playing purple,
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but I'm sure there's a scenario, a point where somebody is stretched thin, maybe late mid game, and you get to draw off it. So it's not bad. So
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's got that serpent trait.
yeah,
Can't get
you can
enough
use
of
it with
those.
the Serpent X rare that allows you to target something, and you like throw this into it, kill it with curse, then you trigger the effect. Maybe you lower the level of something, or like enable like
That's
a
true.
core theft play.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's some cool stuff with it.
I
I
think
just have to see
it
this in a
combos
full
in
serpent build where like Maduke 2 obviously give it blood curse.
for sure.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some combo pieces for it. It's just by a standalone, very situational, I think, for that level 2. If you just want that draw. I mean, purple has other ways you can draw currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be a home for it at some
Yeah.
point.
I don't know if
There's
you all
anything
know this,
purple
but
has.
purple draws.
Purple
Yeah.
draws a little bit, just a few. So the next card we got is the Great Amethyst Serpent Sound. I think
Let's
that's how you say it.
go.
Another serpent, real cool colossal. He's a 6 cost, 3 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 core 4,000. Level 2 for 4 cores 8,000. He has a send, cost 4 more, some additional summoning costs, even plus L cores from that spirit. But it's our first double spirit or double symbol for purple. So
Are we looking at its butthole?
Yeah, what's going on there?
oh yeah, that is kind of
It's
weird.
like sucking up
He's
a
sucking it
mountain.
up. Yeah, that's weird. Interesting.
Huh.
Yes, you disgusting little snake. I
That's
think
a-
it is his butthole though.
That's a
It has to
weird.
be. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's a weird spot.
and he's in pain because he's screaming. So
Yeah, he
It's
is.
like these rocks are in my asshole.
I've been there, dude. Holy
it's
shit.
like,
Get
I mean,
some
he's
witch
okay. I mean,
hazel.
honestly, for this car, like, stat lines, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, 4,000 BP for the cost that you have to summon him, but I'm sure there's some combo piece for them.
Yeah.
Once again, it's Serpent, it's first double symbol.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's room for it. Very now can probably not even play this card though, because I'm gonna be looking at that butthole. So
Yeah. Sorry, I ruined it immediately.
you ruined it. I'm gonna go to the next card. Next card, Boylord Corpse Morse Demon.
This
He's
is cool.
undead. He is very cool. He's a 4 cost, 3 cost reduction at level 1 for 1 core, 2,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores, 4,000 BP. Level 3 for 6 cores, 7,000 BP. At all 3 levels, when summoned, you may discard one Voidlord, familiar, or undead spirit card from your hand to draw a card. And at level 2 and 3, he has curse when he attacks. So I like this card. I think it's pretty cool. He's like a recycling card. Get rid of something that you might want in your graveyard to draw something else. So I like it.
He feels very good to me
Yeah.
because you can play him for essentially 1 core, get the curse for only 3 more, but immediately get that one summoned, cycle through, and yeah, like you don't, as a purple player, feel bad about putting a card in the discard pile because it's basically the archive from Keyforge. You're socking it away for later, and just thematically, it's the Void Lord corpse. Like that's very very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I this makes me want to build some decks around it and Void
What I
Lords.
wonder with this card though, it's like, are we gonna see some more Void Lord support then in this set for the other Void Lords, right? Because
Yeah,
discard one Void Lord, like I mean, nobody has played the purple Void Lord to my knowledge competitively.
not
Let's just say that.
competitively. Yeah,
Not competitively. They played it, but competitively, nobody's played it. So, are we gonna see some Void Lord support cards now? Like we were saying, maybe the blue will get their final Void Lord, and then there's some maybe some
I
other
hope.
cards. So I don't know. Interesting.
I
I don't know.
still
I
think
still like him though.
there's a
So
blue purple
familiar.
build coming.
Yeah.
I really
But
think
I like
so.
this card, familiar undead. Very cool, not very expensive at all for what it does. And it has another creature with curse, which you want to see curse. You can kind of push for damage and just chump damage. It don't matter. So
You
I
can
like
also
him.
ascend off of him.
You
Yeah.
can understand, yeah. Hey, sack him out. He's useless. You done your job. Get out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
cool. I think people are definitely gonna find some uses for the Void Lord corpse.
Bare minimum, he says pay 1 core, draw a card.
Yep,
Yeah.
on
Yep.
summon. Yep,
That's good.
that is good.
Next card we got Count Chocula. No,
That's right.
Darkness Count. He's a Nightling. A 4 cost, 2 cost reduction. Level 1, 1 core, 2,000. Level 2, 3 cores, 4,000. Level 3, 4 cores, 5,000. On all 3 levels, during your opponent's turn, when one of your spirits with curse is destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into the reserve. And then at level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove all but 1 core from it, and place them into the reserve. So
Sure.
this guy's really good. I like it. I mean, for core removal, it goes very hand in hand with the curse. So once again, right, you're pushing for that damage, maybe some kind of aggro style, like you're either gonna take this damage or you're gonna lose a spirit. So and if that does happen, then you also can remove cores around, so you can kind of partner that with this Rotten Swamps and all these other nexuses that we still have for purple.
Yeah.
That kind of, so I
You
like
can also
them.
play him with Deadly Balance because that's during your opponent's turn. You sack a little guy with curse, take down someone else, and you might be able to remove a core from a second one.
And then there's that one magic card. What's it called? Man, it's a soul curse, or counter curse, or something like that. That one of your spirits with curse can block, or you can give them curse on your opponent's attacking. I think it's a soft set 3.
I know
I
what
think
you're
it's
talking about. Soul
counter.
Crush.
I think it's.
No, not Soul Crush. That's
I think it's counter curse.
Counter Curse says select one of your opponent's spirits that is being blocked by one of your spirits with curse. Destroy it when the battle ends. Yeah, it basically gives curse on the defense.
On the defense side.
Yeah, and so then when it's destroyed, you get to basically do that again. Yeah, cool.
So
It's the same ability that we saw in that serpent earlier too. So I think you got to start thinking about how these things stack together.
Yeah.
And how you could, like, if that thing dies, now you're removing 2 cores instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
That's probably to give him curse to kind of make sure you put. Yeah, that's true though. Or you block with them and then kind of plan for your next move. So
They feel so much like vampires in Magic. I like the Nightlings. I like where they're going.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I wish he himself had curse. That's my only complaint.
I agree. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. The next card we got is the Warden Gargoyle. A shadow, 3 cost, 1 cost reduction. Level 1, 1 core, 2,000 BP. Level 2, 3 cores, 3,000. Level 3, 4 cores, 4,000 BP. And all 3 levels from summon. If the spirit is summoned from the trash, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove 2 cores from it, and place them into the reserve. And then all 3 levels again, do your main step. When you use the spirit to form Ascend, treat it as though it costs 6. So this card's really good. Actually.
This is a cool card.
Yeah, it's very versatile. I mean, just the one summon effect, it's really good. from the trash. You can use this with the last card we saw, right? The swirl, not the shadow. Was the last card that can you do a shit? No, it's a Void Lord, Familiar, and Undead, right?
Right. Yeah.
I think you can trigger them out, but there's other cards you can discard them with, put them in the trash for them.
The purple
So I
aggro
like.
energy on this card is so strong. Because he, especially in the early game, he's probably killing something on play. Then you ascend into the guy with double spirit, and then you push in for 2 damage. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
crazy.
the ability to treat him as a 6 cost, like that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You get Nova.
You could,
Yeah.
yeah, purple red, like, which I mean that's kind of the lore too, right? Like the red dragons are fusing with like old purple bodies and old Void Lord bodies, like. Yeah, some new combinations are emerging here, and I think red
I
purple.
like it.
Good lord, could happen.
That'd be scary. Yeah, got the gargoyles coming back, baby.
It's cool art. It reminds me of Dragon Quest.
Yeah, it reminds. I mean, you guys. I think it was called the gargoyles. Is that what the cartoon was back
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the day? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe no, man.
Yeah.
Well, we got our first vanilla. I'm not. I mean, Wisp armor. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
Yep.
honestly though, for this vanilla, I mean, for 1 cost, technically,
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, I don't know that 3,000 BP is mad, but maybe if you can get 4 cores for 6,000, he's a good little blocker for a while. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe something with
Vanilla.
that shadow trait that we're not
Yeah.
thinking of, but
Maybe.
otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, next. We got another. This is another one. It's Bone Boar.
This guy's cool.
He's cool looking. Technically cost 1 cost reduction undead, but his stat lines are straight dookie. So I'm not even.
Yeah.
I mean, 2,000 and 3,000. This is like set 1 vanilla right here.
Yeah. He's just a
Like,
purple
who's playing
What
aggro.
a
this?
waste of cool art.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless, like I said, unless it's something we're not thinking about with undead support later on or whatever that you want to. I don't know. Like, it's just dumb. I don't get it. This is set 1.
Maybe there's a situation where you like want to swing with him for him to die every single turn, and so him having low numbers is actually good. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like he's like a blow up body or something. Like,
Yeah, he's like the macaroni pentan of purple.
Yeah.
Good deadly
real
balance
kill.
fodder, too. Because he's cheap.
Yeah.
If a
But, man,
card's
just-
utility is that you would kill it with your deadly balance, it's
Yeah.
probably not a very good
It's not. It's not.
That's true.
Especially with no added benefit out of
Yeah.
him. Like, so whatever. He just
Very true.
roadkill. He just looks cool.
He is roadkill.
The next one, oh wait, it's Digimon. No, never mind.
Yeah, it
Battle
is.
Spirits. It's dude, I saw that. I was like, this is Digimon. Like, what
Yeah,
is this?
that's straight up
But he's
like
cool looking.
Lupamon.
We have Wolf Knight Logar. He's a Nightling, 3 cost, 2 cost reduction, level 1 core 2,000 BP, level 2 3 cores 4,000, level 1 and 2 when he attacks he has curse. Pretty straightforward. Okay. I mean, it's okay.
I don't know
guess.
if he
I mean-
slots in over other little curse
Yes, I'm
guys.
saying there's other spirits that have curse
Not
that do a
yet,
little bit
anyway.
more, or the stat line's a little bit better.
Nightling's
the artwork's
cool.
freaking fantastic, but Nightling, yeah, I mean maybe something you can combine with Nightling, archetype build with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Apart from the artwork, that's about it. I don't have much to say on that guy. I'm not very impressed with him.
Yeah.
However, we got a Scroll Cat. He's a spirit beast. 2 costs, 1 cost reduction, level 1 core, 1,000 BP. Watch out now.
Woo!
And then level 2, 4 cores, 4,000. During your attack step, he has immortal, cost 9 or 10. You may summon the spirit from your trash. When one of your spirits that costs 9 or 10 is destroyed. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
But why? Like, why do I want
destroyed
this
my
1,000
Void Lord.
BP? Yeah.
You destroyed my Void Lord.
Crocat.
Now I summon Crocat.
Like, why? I don't
Weird.
know.
It is weird.
I'm really hoping that it's just something that we are not seeing.
Yeah, or
but
something else
it's-
comes out later that makes this like.
I mean, once
really
again, this is like set 1 type of thing.
Yeah.
Apart from like cost 9 or 10, because I don't think we had anything that expensive in set 1. I just don't see the purpose, but there's always purpose for every card, so I'm sure it'll be relevant at some point.
And I love
If this-
the art again. Like really
Yeah.
waste of art right now, but I trust the process. We'll probably come back to Crocat.
Yeah. And
if it was
then
immortal cost 3 or something, I feel like that would be super cool. But yeah. 9 or 10.
yeah, it's weird. For some reason this went to yellow, so I'll have 4 more
I'll
from
come
these other
back for
ones,
that.
and then we'll come back to the yellow. So, after that we got another vanilla Dark Wraith
Wraith.
familiar.
Yeah.
4 cost, 3 cost, decent stat lines. It's okay. Looks cool. Reminds me of another Yu-Gi-Oh card. I can't think
Yeah.
of it right now.
Yeah,
But
yellow is actually hurting for a decent vanilla to block Genbu stuff, and like this could be okay, but
You mean
I don't know.
purple?
Doesn't.
purple.
Yeah, purple. Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I just
It's so
yeah.
expensive to get anywhere.
The only thing I'll say is like, well, I mean, early on, I haven't played against it enough to really say it, but I'm like, how Genbu, how relevant will he be when Set 4 comes out, right? Like, it's just something else going to take his place at that point.
Yeah, it's hard to say now.
So it's hard to say though, right? So we haven't seen any X-rays, so it's too early. But it's
Yeah.
cool looking.
It's cool looking. It looks like Persona, Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Something you fight in there.
Feels like this other one, another vanilla Dark World Count. I don't know. Wow.
That's cool art.
Yeah, it's cool art. Familiar. 5 cost, 3 cost reduction. Pretty okay stat lines. I mean, I'd probably say up to level 2 for the 5,000 BP with 3 cores on it. Very cool. Once again, it is what it is. Vanilla doing vanilla.
We don't have an X-Rare familiar yet, do we?
I don't
think so. It'd be really cool if what he does is like treat all your textless familiars as level 3 or something like that. Maybe then these start to be a little more relevant.
Yeah. Cool looking though. So
sure.
Nether Sky Beast Furthers or Netherin. I don't think we've seen a lot of that archetype, honestly. Not that I can recall. 6 cost, 3 cost reduction. For level 1 core 5,000, level 2, 5 cores 10,000. So it's a pretty big vanilla. So it's probably one of the bigger ones for purple, if I think correctly. And I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I think it's the biggest purple vanilla we've seen.
It really is. So so not bad. And honestly, that archetype, I'm interested to see what that does later down the line because I can't think of any cards off that archetype right now. So very cool looking art though as well. I think that's one of the better vanillas. And then the last vanilla is Clowny Darkling, 3 cost reduction. Pretty much can be played for free. Level 1, 2,000, 2, 5,000, 3, 6,000 for 6 cores. So I like it that you can play for free technically. It's a body, it's a cost reduction on board. And like I said, there's not enough that's been released yet to really see what synergy it has with the Darkling archetype. So maybe there's some kind of magic or spells or something that help it out or help this thing kind of become a little bit more viable. But it's a body, so
yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking of Magic for some reason. I'm thinking like free body, play a card, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. But that's Magic.
Right.
It's like I've been playing Magic, so it's like I've actually been thinking about Magic.
Me too.
Well,
yeah.
I think this could slot into a purple aggro.
Yeah, that's where it fits for sure.
That too. Yep.
It's another free body. It's like Sword Angel for purple.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think that's it. Cam, it's on you.
Over on to yellow. This is definitely another Digimon. Peril Beast Hundun, a 5 cost 3 reduction Fabled Beast Spirit. Level 1 for 1 core 3k, level 2 for 2 cores 4k, level 3 for 4 cores 6k. At level 1, 2, and 3, when destroyed, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Fabled Beast Spirit card from the revealed cards to your hand, return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. So you got some Fabled Beast tutoring there. At level 2 and 3, when the spirit attacks or blocks, select one of your opponent's spirits. That spirit cannot attack or block during this turn. That's pretty good.
Yep.
I like this guy.
Guy's a champ.
He really leans into what Genbu is doing right now. And having 2 ways to basically prevent your opponent from blocking can really go a long way. Especially, in mid-range decks or towards the end game. I like him, personally.
Yeah. You select him with Genbu, and if they only have 1 vanilla, you just swing and pick the vanilla, and now...
Yeah.
Yep.
So it gets around Genbu's blind side. Like, he's Genbu's 4 right-hand man.
Yeah.
Even though he's blind, but it's all right.
Yeah, he's badass.
He's injured.
Dude, that is cool. So Digimon coded. He's got like stitching and like leather for no reason. I love it.
I'm telling you, for this last set, they were like, let's just throw some random vanillas.
Yeah.
Let's take some more Digimon artwork and kind of fuse them together.
That's right. I like him. I'm gonna make a way to play with Barrel Beast.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean,
he definitely slots in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Baby Beast, stat lines
full
are good.
Genbu
Effects
build.
are good.
Yeah. He's cool. The next one is Catchy Catchy Rabbit. I'm obsessed. It's a 2-cost, 1 reduction yellow Fabled Beast Spirit. It's vanilla, level 1, 2k, level 2, 3 cores for 4k. It's just another 2-drop in an already really good yellow deck.
And Fabled Beast.
And Fabled Beast, yeah.
Yep.
So you're dropping him with Marta Bunny and tapping the Phantasmal Paradises. Like, it's just preference at this point. But I really like Catchy Catchy Rabbit. It looks like Cinderace from Pokemon.
Catchy Catchy Rabbit.
It's literally just a realistic rendering of Cinderace.
Dude, it is.
If Bandai is going to give us vanillas, they need to do stuff like this where it's like it's a vanilla, but it combos off of other pieces that you have.
Exactly.
So it like makes sense to play it, even though it itself does not do anything.
Like this next one, Catchy Catchy Tanuki. More incredible art. I love Fabled Beasts. It's another vanilla, but it's 3 cost, 2 reduction. Level 1 for 1 core is 3k, level 2 for 2 cores is 4k, level 3 for 4 cores is 6k. It triggers your Phantasmal Paradise. It's vanilla. It's good. I like it. Yellow doing what yellow does. But now we're going to get into the Angels. So this card is Rearing Angel Materiel. 4 cost, 2 reduction, yellow Angel Spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, it's 3,000. Level 2 for 2 cores, it's 4,000. Level 3 for 4 cores, it's 5,000. At level 1, 2, and 3, during your start step, all of your spirits that cost 2 or fewer gain luster during this turn. Ooh. And then at level 3, again for 4 cores, when the spirit attacks, you may discard a spirit card that costs 2 to select a yellow magic card from your trash and return it to your hand. So there is a lot of utility here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yellow is eating.
Yellow is eating, man. I love this. So just totally versatile card. You got the Angel trait, but it plays into the 2 cost. It gives your 2 costs luster, so you don't need to rely on Dr. Duck.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes a cheaper Dr. Duck because Dr. Duck has to be level 2 to get that luster. And she's cheap to drop down on the field, and she can grab some magic, and there's no shortage of 2-cost cards that you're going to have in your hand. So it feels like a really good trade. And we talked about Flagellum with Exhaust Nexus. Like you want to be able to use those whenever you want, and you want to be able to get them back. Or Godslaying. Like we've messed around with the weird little 2-cost Godslaying build.
Yeah, that's where my mind was heading, was like Godslaying with this, and then you just get it back, and it's like every time you attack with your luster spirits, it's just you're Godslaying everything.
Yeah, and she just gives you that smirky grin, like, yeah, you're not getting out of this.
Yeah, I did that.
Mommy Matriel, Rearing Angel Materiel. Yeah, she's just Mommy Angel.
She's just
Mommy.
Rearing. I feel like with this card, and I won't. Exhaust Nexus, I think at some point is probably gonna get hit.
It's gonna have to, I think,
because the ability to keep, especially if luster keeps getting crazy and all these ways to cycle, like you're just board wiping nonstop and just get it back again. So it's like it's probably gonna get hit down to 1, I think.
I have a quick question. So since that ability triggers at the start, during your start step, does that mean it only tags the creatures that are already there and not creatures that come in during that turn? Or if you play 2-cost creatures, would they gain luster?
All your spirits that cost 2 if you're gain luster during this turn.
I think it's just at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
What's down?
What's down because during your start step. So anything.
Right. I think it
at
like
that
sees
point
what's
doesn't
out
recognize.
already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. It won't recognize anything else is coming in.
That helps a little bit.
Yeah.
That takes a little bit of setup.
So you have to play her, and then next turn so you do have to set up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not
so
your
opponent
it's not an automatic
sees
thing.
Your opponent sees what's coming.
That actually changes a lot for me.
Yeah.
I think she's still really good. But that if that is the ruling where if you bring in 2 costs after she's already done that and they don't get luster, that is different.
Yeah.
That matters. This next one, Galloping Black Knight, very cool art. 4 cost, 2 reduction, other lander yellow spirit. Level 1 for 1 core is 3k, level 2 for 2 core is 4k, level 3 for 4 cores is 5k. At all 3 levels during your attack step, when one of your spirits attacks reduces your opponent's life, select one of your opponent's refreshed spirits, reduce its BP by 3,000 during this turn. It's good. It works with Alice. I think it's cool. Again, I'm really into that reduction kind of strategy with yellow. And the more of these abilities that you stack, like the more deadly it gets. And I think it can catch a lot of people off guard.
Well, honestly, too, if you're going very aggressive, right? Like, so every time your opponent lets a spirit go through, you're reducing one of their bigger spirits that they're gonna have to block at some point, and at that point you can get over it.
Yeah.
So you said it just keeps on stacking, and
It's
it's not
a
including
snowball.
if you have any, if you don't have any like weird shenanigans in your hand too, with any magic cards on top of that. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Not to mention,
it's good.
Yeah, Exhaust Nexus. Yeah, like
Yep.
Yellow's got some good cards coming out.
Yeah, yellow doing BP shenanigans.
So this next one is Spade Beast Leo, 6 cost, 3 reduction, yellow Otherlander Spirit. This is our double symbol in yellow. So level 1 for 1 core is 4k, level 2 for 2 cores is 5, level 3 for 4 cores is 8k. Ascend costs 4 or more. So as an additional summoning cost, you must place all cores from one of your spirits that cost 4 or more into your reserve, and you get Spade Beast Leo. Again, I think Otherlanders are I'm gonna build an Otherlander deck for sure. And you drain the board and then you push Spade Beast Leo in and he hits for 2. Like, that's cool.
I think it was smart design wise that they did not make this a Fabled Beast.
Yep.
Because I think he'd be broken.
So
it'd be too much.
Here's what I'm thinking at when I look this. Immediately, it's start of your turn, you play Arcana Beast Queen, who's 4 cost reduction 3 or Otherlander. When summoned, you reduce one of your opponent's spirits by 2,000 BP. You immediately ascend into Spade Beast Leo, and you have, just anything else that drains, and you're good. You're clearing a board. Exhaust Nexus works really well there.
You swing with the Leo and you give them a decision while you have the Black Knight out. Is like, do you take 2 damage or do you let me kill your thing that I've reduced by at this point 5k, or maybe, it definitely gives them a tough decision.
Yeah, and obviously I'm biased with yellow, but I love this double symbol card the most right now. He just looks cool too.
He looks cool, really cool. And I honestly think this double symbol card, I think the synergy with the Otherlander archetype is what makes this card a little bit better. Because yellow, Otherlanders are already crazy in yellow. So I think that's what gives this card a little bit of edge with being a double symbol. So yeah, I agree. I think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a character of Ni no Kuni.
I was gonna say Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. I love him. And then we have Resignation Angel Cinerus. 2 cost, 1 reduction, yellow Angel Spirit. When destroyed by opponent at any time, you refresh all spirits that cost 2. So it's a royal potion on a body that has to be destroyed, but that's pretty powerful. Its stat lines are bad, but at level 2 and level 3, when this spirit attacks, you select one of your opponent's spirits, reduce its BP by 1,000. So again, it's just another versatile card, and at 2 drop, yellow is eating.
Honestly, the yellow 2-cost deck is real because you swing in with all your other 2 costs first. Maybe they have luster because of Matriel. You swing in with this last. They either let it through because they don't want you to refresh all your stuff, or they kill it and now you are set to go again. You're playing Macaroni Pentan. If they kill him, he just comes back to your hand.
Yep, you're playing Freestall. You've got Blessed Cathedral. You're ramping and drawing.
I mean, he makes it with the Black Knight, right? So you said, reduce. Are you either gonna destroy this? I'm gonna refresh my spirits, or you're gonna reduce. I'm gonna reduce something else again and possibly destroy it either way. So
I can't wait. Yeah. There's too many decks in my mind right now with just those reveals, and there are still more. Eat me cake. These things are adorable. Yeah.
God.
This is a 4-cost, 2 reduction Otherlander cupcake bird.
I thought that was in the spirit type for a second.
Would that be cool? Cupcake bird trait.
Cupcake bird.
Sorry, it's an Otherlander. During your main step, when you use this spirit to perform Ascend, you draw 2 cards. So that's great. I love seeing more draw in yellow. Level 1, 2, and 3, when summoned, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 spirit card with Ascend from the revealed cards to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. So it can tutor that Spade Beast. Like Eric was saying, maybe this is in a Smag Ascend pile.
Yeah.
The stat lines are actually not bad for a 4-cost Otherlander also. It's level 1 for 1, 3k. Level 2 for 2, 4k. Level 3 for 3, 5k. I don't think I would personally run this. I don't think this is the best of the when you use the Spirit to Perform Ascend card. But it is cute. I could be proven wrong. Great art.
I think if you're going to do Ascending out of just yellow, then you play this for sure. But I mean,
yeah, I would say because the ability to search an Ascend card is what gives it, to me at least. And we don't have a lot of cards right now currently that you can like. Well, I guess you have to reveal it. You can't really search. You have to kind of get lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
My only thing with it is like you're looking for one of however many Blade Beast Leos you're running.
Yeah.
And I don't love that. And it's a when summon, so you're triggering Starblast Draw, and you might not even get anything from it.
True.
That's only my concern. But I'm sure Eat Me Cake will see some play. And it's just so cute.
Somebody will be eating that cake.
That's right. Next one is White Pawns. It's a 1-cost, 1 reduction Otherlander vanilla. So level 1 for 1 is 1k, level 2 for 3 is 3k, level 3 for 4 is 4k. Pretty standard. I mean, it's yellow aggro for sure.
Aggro, yeah, that's what I think of.
He's really good in the beginning to just like grab a damage from your opponent and then you let him die and Blessed Cathedral lets him ramp. Like, he reminds me of Tin Soldiers, but he's cool.
I wish he had an effect that was like you can have up to 8 copies of this card in your deck.
That would be very cool. Digimon did that with I think he's called Pawnmon or like Chess Pawnmon or something. There's like a whole evolutionary line of like a chessboard, and you can have like up to 8 copies of him or something.
Jeez,
that's neat. Banner Angel, 4-cost, 2 reduction, vanilla Angel Spirit. Level 1 for 1 core is 4k. Level 2 for 2 cores is 5k. Level 3 for 4 cores is 6k. So not a bad stat line for a yellow vanilla. But again, Wonderland Griffin I think is the best. So Banner Angel.
I think if you need an angel, she's a good answer.
Yeah. If you need an angel, she's in that slot. But I just feel like Fabled Beasts are stronger than angels right now in yellow. But that could change. And then Cappy Scout, our first Frolicker trait, our third Capybara themed card. 1 cost, no reduction, Frolicker Vanilla Spirit, 1 core 1k 1 core level 1 2k, 2 cores level 2 3k. I have no idea where this slots in except yellow aggro. But like there are better cards.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He is cute. He's like a Cappy trying to play like Super Saiyan armor.
Yeah.
What are you doing, though?
Sailor Capybara.
It's like made out of scallop shells, I think.
Yeah. He's a goofy one. I don't know about that one, but I will love to collect shiny versions of him.
Yeah.
Moving right along, Glider Rider Barask. Another bird folk. 3-cost, 1 reduction, yellow bird folk spirit. Really bad stat lines. Level 1 for 1 core, 1k. Level 2 for 2 cores, 2k. Level 3 for 3 cores, 3k. But when summoned at any level, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card is a spirit card, draw a card. Otherwise, place a core from the void onto this spirit. So you have draw or ramp, but you're triggering Starblast Draw, and it's not that good of a body. The bird folk is nice. I wish it was a 2-cost. I wish you could loop this with Raphael, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it was like a 2 and no reduction even, I think this card sees play. But I don't know about it. Maybe it's really good yellow ramp and I'm just undervaluing it. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this one?
It's a weird one. I mean, because if I need ramp, I'm playing Blessed Cathedral and all these other things, right, that allow you to ramp. But then again, though, I like that it's versatile, right? Like, you don't lose anything. With the condition that you might trigger Star Blast, obviously. But if you don't, right, you either draw a card or you ramp one. So I
wouldn't want to run it into purple.
No, stat lines are not good, right? But maybe that's why, because you get such a pretty. I mean, you're gonna draw something else that you need, or you're gonna ramp one later on. But
I think it's
it's
yeah.
it's weird. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird card. I don't want to say it's a chump. I think
Right.
there's purpose for it because its fact it's pretty good. It's just looking at those stat lines, kind of like, like you just look at one trick pony, and after that you get probably get sapped somehow.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just what it's for, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Eric?
I mean, if I have a reason to play Birdfolk, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I think if you're playing yellow though, you have so many other better ways to ramp cores and draw cards. So
It's a fine turn 1 card play, either first or
Yeah.
second. Like, you're getting a lot of movement and momentum, but there are better turn 1 or turn 2 yellow plays, like Hippocampo.
Yeah.
Like,
I do like the Birdfolk trait, and so if Birdfolks do become good and you need to ramp a core or draw a card, like if Birdfolks are lacking in like some way to do that, I think she could be okay.
well, because you're not running Phantasmal Paradise if you're doing a lot of bird folk, so
No.
she does answer
Yeah.
that, but only 50% of the time. The effect is good. It's just the rest of it isn't good
I mean,
enough.
she's kind of doing what Smag does, but without the rainbow reduction and like
True.
but much easier. But
Yeah.
also like I just don't know that you find room for her.
Yeah,
Like I feel like
I gotta
you
look
go
at her
to
more.
you go to the chopping block to like thin out your deck. She's probably one of the first cards that gets cut.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to be proven wrong on her. Oh, and then the next one is for some reason white, and it's okay. We'll come back to that one. Oh my gosh, I have not seen this one. Detective Pentan.
I actually
Oh, yeah.
hadn't seen this either. I missed this somehow.
Oh my gosh.
Jimmy's business.
I
Watch out.
love him. Detective Pentan is a 2-cost 1 reduction yellow lyric bird wanderface spirit. Level 1 for 1 core. He has 1,000 power, so look out. Level 2 for 2 cores. He dons his plaid double-sided hat and matching jacket for 3k. And when he's destroyed at level 2, if it has a soul core on it, you select a yellow magic card from your trash and return it to your hand. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think the 2-cost aggressive god-slaying Pentan deck is really coming together.
So, something I want to ask what you think is, see on the side of the card there's like a blue Pentan with like a brick building.
Yeah, I think that's Macaroni Pentan, right?
Is that not the girl Pentan that Macaroni Pentan is hitting
Harassing.
on in
Yeah.
his art?
So I think he's
Yeah.
like detecting
He's detecting or is a stalker.
what Macaroni's
Wow.
up to.
He's
Yeah.
a PI. He's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? You harassing?
girl. You give her buck.
I just imagine a world in like the yellow world. It's just penguins are just slapping each other, fighting.
Yeah.
There's like
Find
a
a way
war
to-
going on, and they're fighting over love.
Yeah.
It's like,
So
way to pin tax evasion on that guy.
Detective Pentan is a champ though. I think he goes in the 2-cost deck.
Yeah.
I am so excited to build this 2-cost deck. It's
Yeah.
coming together.
It is, man. He and Macaroni Pentan are just 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. I always love to see
And now
2-cost
at that
cards.
point you're also playing enough lyric birds that you could do that lyric bird thing with the chicks, right?
It's true. Yeah, the Pentan
Well-
chip. Yeah, there's a lot of yellow is going to have so many different decks. Oh, I love it. Unbrave Leo is the next one. So we have another frolicker like that Cappy, and he looks like the Spade Beast Leo before he becomes really powerful. But also he's got like a zipper in the back. Looks like very Monzimon. Yeah.
Very Wizard
Oh,
off,
no,
you know,
don't unzip
not
me.
hard.
Don't unzip my costume. He's like shaking.
Yeah.
He's a 5-cost 2 reduction yellow frolicker spirit. Level 1 for 1 core 3k. Level 2 for 2 cores 5k. Level 3 for 4 cores 7k. So almost that red progression. I wish that level 3 was 3 cores because at level 3 he gets blessed. So he's the first blessed that's not Fabled Beast, if I'm correct. No, I guess the dragon is another lander.
The dragon, right?
Yep. But just more blessed support. I don't know how good it is.
He doesn't slot into the current yellow build, but I
Yeah.
think we have so much bless now that maybe you go all bless.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Maybe. Next one is Kikimora. This is a toy. 2 cost, 1 reduction. Level 1 for 1 is 1k. Level 2 for 2 is 2k. Level 3 for 3 is 4k. He's vanilla. Just another 2 cost. I'm anxious to see what toy looks like later on.
Yeah.
But at the very least, you know, it's another 2 cost. If you're hurting for him, I guess it's all personal preference. And then
we haven't seen a lot of toys, have we?
No, just Musashi, the Tin Soldiers,
That's right, Tin Soldiers.
and something else, but
They're a very aggro archetype.
they are.
It seems.
They are for
Yeah.
sure. But not a lot of like crazy effects yet. They just kind of like find each other. But yeah, that's yellow.
All right. Time for
Yellow.
white. I'm gonna try and go fast. I know we're going. It's gonna be a long one,
Yeah,
ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
yeah. We've probably got like another 40 or 50 minutes. All right, so go for it. Yeah.
All right. This one is my namesake, Red
Yeah.
Eric. So this guy is badass and he's really good. So I'm glad that he's good.
Yeah.
He's a 5 cost, 3 reduction android, which is relevant in some cases. Level 1 for 1 core, 3k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 5k. Level 3 for 4 cores, 7k. So decent stats. When he attacks at all 3 levels, if he is blocked by one of your opponent's spirits that cost 7 or fewer, just straight up return the blocking spirit to the bottom of their deck.
Bottom is huge.
Straight up. Like, if they try to block him, you just bounce it to the bottom of their deck.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Level 2 and 3, he has armor purple and armor white, so you can't dream bomb him, you can't core theft him, you can't. He's nuts.
He's cool. Who needs
I'm
Axe Fighter?
excited.
You got Red Eric.
Yeah, I'm excited about this card.
Yeah.
All right, Battery Bull, 4 cost, 2 reduction, Machine Beast. Level 1 for 1 core, 3k. Level 2 for 2 cores, 5k. I like those stats. Those are good. And the cost reduction.
Yep.
So during your main step, when you use this spirit to perform Ascend, your spirits with when this spirit block effects also activate when attacking this turn.
That's huge.
So like a
good.
Buffalong Bill that you just like trigger by ascending. And then level 2 for 2 cores, during opponent's attack step, if this spirit has a soul core on it, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effects. So
Does that
a little
include
bit of
curse?
I believe so, because I believe it's a destroy effect
Yeah.
on curse.
That's
So,
great. It's like kind of purple armor, but not fully.
Yeah.
He's cool.
So he can go up to 5k and be a pretty decent blocker. I mean, he basically just like Dragon Naga Assassin hates this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess can't get through him, and he's just waiting to ascend with him to get. Yeah, he's good. I like him.
That's
Decent.
cool.
I don't know if you play him if you're not ascending, but
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would agree. Well, yeah,
maybe sideboard. You might sideboard him.
you might.
I don't know.
You need a jump blocker.
Yeah, he's a fantastic blocker. Next one is Viking Leaf, 4 cost 2 reduction android. This guy is like a Viking robot. He looks so cool. I love his hands, how they made his hands like almost like the 90s
Mega
like
blocks.
action figures. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you slot the sword in,
Yeah, you just force it down.
and now we have Leaf and Eric, so I get it.
oh,
Yeah,
exciting. So level 1 for 1 core, 2k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 4k. Not great. When he attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits that cost 3 or fewer and return it to their hand. That's not bad.
it's not bad. It gets
I don't
through
know.
Camellia Whip.
That is a very good
Yeah.
point, Cam.
He bounces
Yeah.
Camellia Whip, and then White Aggro goes through. Camellia Whip just got neutered by Viking Leaf.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's smart. I think that's what you do. I still think Eric is better, but
I agree,
you know, I'm
but
I'm biased.
Yeah.
I think they could be in the same deck.
Yeah, I think they definitely can. This card is Gatlifant.
So cool.
3 cost 1 reduction Machine Beast. It looks like something out of like Code Lyoko or something.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It does.
Wow.
Level 1 for one. This is why people love our podcast, because we just reference the most obscure shit.
Yeah.
And then there's like one person listening that's like, I know what that is.
Yeah,
I know what it
and
is.
they're in our Discord, man, and they'll tell us. I love it.
Level 1 for 1 core, 2K. Level 2 for 3 cores, 4K. Level 3 for 6 cores, 6K. So the stats are meh. It has armor red, white. I don't know. It's
fine.
a machine beast. Like,
Machine. I mean, it's not that costly to play. It has armor red and white, which is kind of weird in a way. I mean, for what? I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
It's okay.
I'd probably pass on that one, to be honest.
He's a cutie,
I'll just keep a hollow in my binder.
Yeah.
Yep. Good for the binder. This card, however, is pretty sick. This is
Yeah.
Valkyrie Callista. 7 cost, 3 reduction, Ice Princess. She's like singing her heart out there with her sister. Level 1 for 1 core, 5K, so that's pretty sick. Level 2 for 4 cores, 9K, also very good. At level 1 and 2, all of your spirits with Valkyrie in their card name gain armor red, white, blue. So you got the Patriotic Valkyries deck coming at you.
Communist.
And then at level 2, yeah, that's true. It's armor red, white,
Yeah.
blue. They're like anti-America.
Anti-America.
Yeah.
It's what the...
Russian
like-
spy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like these influencer pop stars that were sent to destroy the
Yeah.
American youth.
That's right.
I mean, look at them hats and look at them hand gestures. You gotta be careful.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Good Lord.
We're ruining the card. Go ahead.
Level 2, during your attack step with a spirit and your spirits with a soul core on them cannot be blocked by the spirits of the colors specified in any armor effect they possess.
There's some
So
cool shit here.
Yeah.
unblockable ice princesses are gonna be a thing, and androids, I guess, because of the Valkyrie. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is a good card. This card, I love this card because it gets my gears turning.
Yep. This is a deck I want to build.
Yeah,
cool.
this is essentially like potentially as good as Genbu if you build the deck right.
I think so. And there's another guy. There's like a tank from either the first or second set that references like your creatures with armor, right? I'll find it.
There's the Cappy bot.
Cappy
Yeah,
Bot's
it's like-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's neat.
yeah, it's a cool card. Probecraft Snapper. 4 cost 3 reduction construct. I love the cost reduction here.
Yeah.
Oh, his lens around his thing says something in the like battle spirits language.
Ooh, cool.
Someone's going to decipher that. Level 1 for 1 core, 3K. Level 2 for 3 cores, 5K. Both levels during opponent's attack step. When one of your spirits, it costs 4 or fewer attacks, refresh the spirit. Holy shit.
I love him. Especially with
He's-
suppression existing.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
he's good. When destroyed, return him to your hand.
yeah, that's
At level
Yeah.
2.
he's just a dummy
Yeah.
bot.
Yeah.
That's cool. A dummy bot that is cheap to put back down and level up.
He just keeps
That's good.
He just keeps blocking. Man.
We'll
he's
see
good.
him. We'll see him a lot.
Yeah. God Mech Gabolg. A 3 cost 1 reduction mecha. This dude looks like a metabot.
I was gonna say Metabot. Yep.
Yeah.
Level 1 for 1 core, 2K. Level 2 for 3 core. Level 2 for 2 cores, 3K. So kind of crappy stats. But when he's destroyed, you get to summon a mecha spirit, and it's not exhausted. So he's kind of like 2 bodies in one that
Yeah.
you maybe are like throwing away.
Yeah. Very
definitely-
TIE fightery, like built to be destroyed, but
Yeah.
replaceable, mass
He
produced.
goes in white aggro for sure.
Yeah.
You play him, you swing, they block, he dies. You play a token, you swing with that. Like,
Yeah, and you took out a blocker. Yep.
oh,
Whoa.
it's when destroyed. It's not by opponent. So
Oh.
it's
Just
Good.
when
That's even better.
destroyed. Cool.
yeah. So you could potentially do that yourself.
True.
All right. Sky Emperor CL. 6 cost 3 reduction armored dragon. This is our ascend spirit out of white. 1 core at level 1, 1 core for 5K, level 2, 3 cores for 7K, and level 3, 6 cores for 11K. So we're getting big.
Yeah.
And it has 2 white symbols and it ascends cost 4 or more. So
It's a cool card.
Yeah.
I wish there was a Nauman City for armored dragons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might be too good, but that's a pretty cool double white spirit.
I think he'll see some play.
I think so. Great
That's
art.
decent.
Really great
Yeah,
art.
I love the art.
All right. Ammo Knights. 3 cost 2 reduction android. Level 1 for 1 core 3k. Level 2 for 3 cores 5k. Armor white green. So another pretty decent little white aggro card here.
Yep. I'm loving these cheap with decent stats and armor cards, especially against green. You can't Thorn Prison this guy down.
Nope.
Yeah. Can't Thorn Prison him, can't Dream Bomb him. He's coming at you. Heavy Tank Osmi, 1 cost mecha, vanilla. Honestly, like, I could see this seeing some play. It's a mecha. It has decent stats. 1 core for 2k, 2 cores for 3k, 4 cores for 5k.
Especially
mecha is
aggro.
definitely... Yeah, mecha is relevant. I could see this guy getting play.
Yeah, I'll play this card.
Heavy Tank Genoshield is a mecha that has, like, solar panels all over him. He looks cool.
He does look
He's
cool.
a 4 cost 2 reduction vanilla, 1 core for 4k, 4 cores for 8k. Once again, he's a mecha and he has like okay stats. Like I think he'll see some play.
He slots into my Spring of Norn Textless mecha deck.
Yeah.
I like him.
Berserker Magnum, 2 cost 1 reduction, white construct, 1 core for 2k, 2 cores for 4k.
Love it.
More white aggro.
Yeah,
More
white
construct,
aggro is eating.
Yeah. Basically, I think almost everything we saw was like white aggro in some format.
Yeah.
Wait, was I supposed to do white? I was supposed to do green. I'm sorry, Angel.
Yeah, no, hey, you're good. You're good. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess you'll do green.
It works
I just
out.
saw the green cards and I was like, wait, am I going again?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
no,
like,
no, you're.
It keeps
We wing it.
it keeps consistency. It's fine.
Okay.
You still got some you still got some of those white things to talk about.
Yeah.
Don't think. It's just set up weird.
Pangorelin, 2 cost armored beast vanilla. Honestly, I don't see why you'd play him over some of the other stuff we saw, which is unfortunate because he's kind of cute. He's eating little ants.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's an anteater.
And then the fucking scariest looking thing I think I've ever seen.
This is a skinwalker, my guys.
Yeah.
That bear's from Russia, right?
Holy
You gotta look it
shit!
up, like-
Yeah. Holy
Armor beast
fuck.
barrel Gelmir.
Yeah.
6 cost 2 reduction armored beast vanilla. 1 core for 5k, 2 cores for 6k, 5 cores for 10k. I mean, he gets big, but I don't know. There's some other white vanillas that get just as big that are a little easier to play. So,
He's crazy.
and also that are mechas and stuff. So,
Yeah.
whale carrier mobile flow 5 cost 2 reduction flying fish. 1 core for 5k, 2 cores for 6k.
Cool art.
I don't know.
Yeah, some of these names though, it's like who's rapping? Whale carrier mobile flow. It's like
Yeah, who's rapping?
Like, why? Like why?
If this was 5 cost 3 reduction, I think it would be a killer card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if it got to 7k for 2
Because
cores,
honestly, with 2
Yeah.
core 6k, that's I mean even at 5k, those are really good stat lines. So once again, flying fish. Still, I'm trying to think. It's a couple. I think I've seen them a few of the archetype around, but nothing crazy.
They're all
that you can
vanilla
do with that.
also.
Are they all vanilla?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they don't really do anything yet.
They're fish.
Yep.
But hey, Magikarp didn't do anything either in terms of evolving to Gardos.
That's true.
Yeah.
Man, all these 90s references today. This is awesome.
All right, Angel, over to green. I passed the torch to you. You can take my favorite
All right.
color because I accidentally took white.
That's all right. We're gonna go back
We'll still
to
talk
the
about it.
green. We're gonna go back to this guy called Rookie Ninja Sparrow. He's a prey bird, 1 cost, no reduction on it. Level 1 for 1 core, 1,000 BP. Level 2 for 4 cores, 4,000 BP. Has flash, swift. At level 1 and 2, when summoned, if you do not spend a soul core as part of this spear's summoning cost, exhausted. So
He's goofy. He's weird.
he's weird, yeah. It's weird, but green doing green thing is okay.
I think
know
a
a lot of
green
feedback.
aggro Swift deck exists, but
It's just weird. The stat
It
lines
is
of some
weird.
of those Swift, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Now this next one, really cute. I love the artwork on this. Mother Metal Bird, prey bird. Look at those little birds on it.
that's adorable.
It is adorable, and the artwork's like very realistic looking.
Yeah.
4 cost, 2 cost reduction. At level 1 for 1 core, 2,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores, 4,000. Level 3 for 5 cores, 6,000. Flash, and another Swift Spirit. At level 1, 2, and 3 during your main step, when you use the Spirit to form Ascend, treat it as though it costs 7. So it's
Oof.
a big fluffy thing to destroy for something else. So, but
Yep.
very cute. There's gonna be a lot of birds without a mother.
Pop the prey bird
Uh,
pinata, baby.
yeah, yeah. And then the next, it's so fluffy. Oh my goodness. It just reminds me of the scene of Shrek where she's singing and the bird just blows up.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. What a reference.
The next thing is a Austrara, it's a prey bird. 3 cost, 1 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 core 2000. Level 2 for 2 cores 3000. At level 1 and 2, when summon, if you spend a soul core as part of the spirit summoning cost, place a core from the void into the spirit.
That's the creature on multiple cores, so that makes sense.
Yep. So it's once again, love the artwork. Green's not really eating too good so far in this.
Not so far. They're a little hungry.
I think this card, though, there's some green ramp decks going around that would love this card.
Yeah,
So
and again, you can get away from Gale with cards like this if you want to do something different.
True. So
Yeah,
we'll see. Oh, now we got the greens double symbol spirit. Tyrannus, a Carapace. 6 cost, 3 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 core 4000. Level 2 for 3 cores 6000. Level 3 for 4 cores 8000. Has stand, cost 4 more. We know what it does, but pretty good. I mean, we see the pattern and trend, I guess, of these ascend cards with the double symbols. It's the first introduction of them, so I don't expect much of as far as effects go, but pretty cool looking guy.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Herrick Dynus gives this guy flash speed with 2 symbols. That's pretty good.
Yep.
So I like this guy a lot because you flash him in, you tap some stuff down, he's going in unguarded.
That's true. He is the bane of the ants.
That's right.
It's like, I like him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Saw you, green. And then we're gonna move on to one of these mixed in with a white. Shell Warrior Latius. 3 cost, 1 cost reduction, vanilla spirit, he's a Carapace. Okay, I mean, not bad stat lines, honestly. I mean, for 2 cores, he's at 5k. I could see this in probably honestly an aggro build too, or the Carapace build. So it's like a samurai. Yeah. So I like him.
He's cool.
I love the art. The Ladybug Samurai is so cool.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Next, we got the Hidden Leaf Elf.
Damn.
Leaf Kindred. Man.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
Why'd you say that, Cam?
My gosh. I wasn't expecting.
He said, damn.
that just got me off guard, man. There's not a lot hidden at all.
It's not. No,
all the leaves are on display.
I forgot that we were playing Shadowverse all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's not autumn, right? That's not hoping autumn. So we're just gonna call her Mommy Elf then. Mommy Elf.
Jeez.
So 4 cost, 2 cost reduction. At level 1, 1 core 2000 BP. Level 2 for 4 cores 4000. Swift Spirit with Flash. At level 1 and 2, when summon, you may summon a Leaf, Kindred, or Prey Bird Spirit card from your hand.
That's pretty cool.
Good.
That's pretty good.
She gives basically Flash to a Leaf, Kindred, or Prey Bird.
Yeah.
Which they typically do already, but like there's something you can do with this.
Yeah.
Again, maybe that green Swift aggro. I don't know.
But yeah, we all love the artwork, I'm sure. So it's very nice.
Yeah, put this on a mat.
Yeah.
Honestly, just to take a moment to actually address the artwork, I actually hate when card games do this.
Me too. It
we
delegitimizes some of it. Also, the fingers look a little weird.
A little off, like the pinky on the right hand.
It almost looks like AI was like, give me a Visions of Mana character.
You know what's funny though? But one thing I do like and appreciate, even though every game does it, because I know Magic does it. I've seen Hearthstone do it on Druid. The green Druid beasts and women like with leaves and like these weird spirits. So I see the theme. Cause I mean, I've seen some Magic cards as well that have some of this like art style.
For sure.
Like this is a little extreme though. It's like Shadowverse. Like we know what you're doing.
Yeah,
I think
it's
cool, but like I mean, just
I hate having to slot this into a deck.
I just hate that like if I'm playing in a card shop and like someone is interested in this game, like seeing this on the table could turn them away from the game.
Yeah.
Like they might just be like, "Oh, that's some like anime titty game. I don't want to play that." Like
Look at these perverts around this table. What are you guys
This
doing?
Exactly.
episode
It's
is
like,
called
yeah.
"Is Battle Spirits Becoming an Anime Titty Game?"
It's like,
I don't know.
oh man. All
It's
right,
just
next.
yeah, we can.
We can move on.
I get it. I get it.
One other thing. One other thing.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned AI. I've wondered. I've had my suspicions about some of these cards.
I have
don't know.
too. We throwing it back to the Siege Worm card that we talked about at the beginning. He's very hard to read. I don't know like where his body or tail is going. It looks very AI generated. I don't know if it
Yeah.
is. I don't know if
It
it
could be
is.
though, 'cause if you look at some of the white spirit cards that Eric just read, some of the androids look very like 3D molded almost like. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like it's that strong, but because I can see her being 3D.
Well, there was a card, the Berserker Magnum. The art style on that is so odd, and it looks exactly like some things that I've gotten out of like Dolly whenever I've asked it to do stuff in a certain like I've asked it to do it in like an anime style, and it does this, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, we have no proof of anything. We're not trying to claim anything, but I just
Sure. Yeah.
I just wonder.
No disrespect
Like,
to the artists at all. Just
yeah.
wondering. Yeah. Just pointing out some observations. That's it.
And also, yeah, that's true. If you did draw all that by hand and I just insulted you, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I
didn't mean to.
I
You're
just
very good at drawing shapely breasts. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Jeez, take me back to nature, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
next card is dope.
This next card is definitely more serious. El Tree Guardian Brandboard. There you go, Eric. Another Brandboard boy.
Grandpa
The Blade
Brandboard.
Beast. 7 cost, 3 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 course at 5,000. Level 2 for 4 cores, 9,000. At level 1 and 2, while this spirit attacks or blocks, refresh the spirit if it has higher BP than your opponent's spirit when comparing BP during battle resolution. And at level 2, during either attack step, refresh the spirit with one of your spirits is summoned with Swift. So, really good card. I think, kind of like we're saying, Cam, like a Swift build now really is even more viable now because you got this bad boy on here.
Yeah.
You can mix this with the what's that card you used to use? Confront Aurora, so what it was?
Lightning
Well,
Aura.
Lightning, yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, this card is unfortunate because I'm gonna play nothing but Brandboard decks for like 3 weeks and
Yep.
then finally realize
Yeah.
that
That
it's
they
not as
don't
good
work.
as whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
But
build one too, man.
But I'm gonna do it.
Flying Crag, both Brandboars, and a bunch of
Yeah.
very small swiftable creatures.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a
some
deck
kind of aggro
there.
style, yeah. Some
It's
kind of
gonna
aggro
whiff
style.
9 times out of 10, but when it works, it's gonna feel really good.
I mean, if you think about it, you refresh it during your attack step, and then when he attacks or blocks, you just keep refreshing him as long as his BP is higher.
And you pair it
that's
with
not including
red.
when he buffs. Yeah, pair with red to give some buff.
Draw a lot of cards so you have a lot of
man.
swiftable creatures. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's a deck there. I really do. I don't think it's competitive,
Yeah.
but it would be fun as fuck. That's a pet
It'd
deck.
be annoying. I mean,
Yeah.
Eric's deck was annoying when he played his little Brandboard deck. Like,
Yeah,
so.
I love
Yeah.
that list, man.
I like Samurai Brandboard. I like him.
Yeah, and maybe we'll get a third brand board, finish the line. Maybe a baby brand board. Maybe a baby brand board that can swift in.
Oh my God.
That'd be
there you
so
go.
fucking cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Cam's the designer now. We know what's going on.
Oh my
so.
gosh, who is this little
Look
guy?
at this little Trump Vine Servo. He's a Blade Beast. 2 cost reduction. 1 level 2,000 BP. Level 2 cores 4,000. Vanilla.
He's free.
Cute guy.
I love
free.
him.
I like
He
him.
goes in green aggro for sure.
Yeah,
and also he's
sure.
just so freaking weird
He's
looking.
vibing.
Yeah.
He's like a cat sloth. I love him.
Yeah, cast out with like some flowers growing out of him.
I don't. There's some artist that this reminds me of. It feels like I'm looking at like, when I look at this, I unlock a long lost memory of some book I saw when I was a child.
Wow,
or
yeah.
something, you know.
Yeah.
Of like
That's-
something
Mama.
that terrified me just enough that my brain was like, we're gonna hang on to that image.
Well, if you think that's terrifying, this next card, Badger Devil.
Oh my
Blade Beast.
gosh.
That you go from the world's cutest thing to this disgusting abomination.
I
So,
hate this card.
This
4
is
cost,
better.
2
Quill
cost
Beast.
reduction for 1
That's why I hate
core,
it.
level 1 5,000, and level 2 for 3 cores 8,000. This card's really good.
It's just
Even
better.
though-
It's only better Quill Beast.
Yeah.
Can I say, I hate this card because
Because you're gonna have to play it.
like Quill Beast is so playable, and then this card is just better Quill Beast, but it it's awful. Like the art is awful.
Yeah.
I mean, the art is great. Like
It's just so scary.
For what it is, it looks great, but I just don't like looking at it.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Honey Badger don't give a shit.
They don't.
It's also a Blade Beast, so it literally is just a straight up upgrade over Quill Beast. And
It's power creep.
Yeah.
But it's it's good.
So
it's
ugly.
really good.
I know. Why couldn't this have been like the cute little cat guy?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's ferocious.
Or make him this could have been the Ladybug Samurai, and I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I like him. Next card is the Moth Peed. PP.
the moth did what?
He's a PP card because he sucks. I think it sucks.
Yeah, we can skip that one, I think.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that. That sucks. That's a level.
Art is great,
Art's
man,
cool.
but it's a bad
Butterfree.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wave Rider, Juride. What? Gyaraday?
Gyaraday? I have no idea. It
Gyaraday?
looks like
Sounds like a ninja. Like
it looks like Genesect to that Pokemon.
Yeah. So he's a Insectoid, 3 cost, 2 cost reduction, has Swift. It's okay.
That's not bad.
Keep going.
That's a cheap Flash Swift.
Yeah, can go with the brand board thing we're talking about.
I might play this card.
Now, these things, I don't know what Rats looks like. Frog. Frog. True. Wild Soul. Have we seen a Wild Soul?
I think that's the first Wild Soul.
Okay, so we have a Wild Soul, whatever that is, but they're disgusting looking. It's a 2 cost, 1 cost reduction, 3K, 2K, I mean 4K. That would have been good, like set 2, set 3, but getting into set 4, 4,000 is just not good enough anymore. So
yeah.
And these things need to get some freaking hair on them. Now this guy looks wild. Elder Moose, another Wild Soul, 6 cost, 4 cost reduction for 1 core 5,000. At level 1, 3 cores for level 2, 7,000. Level 3 for 5.8 thousand.
Man, it peters out. I wish it went up to 10.
Yeah, not bad, but I don't know. It's another.
Why would you play this guy over the Badger?
I think this is. Yeah, the Badger is already Wonderland Griffin. You know, you don't need this Elder Moose.
With full cost reduction, they cost the same.
Yep.
And then
it's cheaper
the Badger,
to get up to 8.
Yeah, the Badger only takes 3 cores, and also you only need 2 things on the field that are green to get the full cost reduction. So this card is just straight up unplayable.
Does this feel like it has a lot more vanillas, or is I'm just crazy?
It feels like they ramped it up.
Yeah,
right.
It feels like there's a lot of vanillas.
So much vanilla, like.
All right. Why couldn't this card's art have been on the Devil? Why couldn't Elder Moose have been?
Yeah, I know, man. Is that all the green?
That's all the green. More. Is there? Where at?
Yeah.
Is it mixed in one?
Where is it?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Plantipus. Oh, that's definitely a Digimon.
There it is. Yeah, Plantipus, Plantfolk. That is a Digimon. Jesus. 3 cost, 2 cost reduction. Level 1 for 1 core 3K. Level 2 for 3 cores 5K. I can see this play, I guess, maybe for that level 2 stat. So it's not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely. I think every color has a Digimon sort of card, so that's interesting.
My thing is
aggro.
Yeah, like Spring of Norn slots into green pretty well with the insect tokens and cards like this. That's where my mind always goes. But that is straight up Penguinmon mixed with Vegemon. That's Plantipus. All right, let's do blue
and that's Plantipus for you.
That's Plantipus. So yeah, now we're moving into blue, and I'm excited because I have seen a lot of aberrations. So starting with Shark Tree Fukatu, or Fukatu, or Fukatu. It looks like just the bottom half of Cthulhu Shark, but it's a 6 cost, 3 reduction blue aberration spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, it's 6K. Level 2 for 4 cores, it's 10K. Level 3 for 5 cores, it's 11K. So finally, some fucking teeth in aberration that's not as expensive. At level 1, 2, and 3, during your opponent's attack step, it has a flash speed ability that says you may destroy one of your nexuses to refresh this spirit. So that's only good. That's only good. Because Enchained Arena lets you ramp some other stuff. Like, that's cool. I like Shark Tree. And then at level 3, for 5 cores, when the spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits that cost 5 or 6 and destroy it.
Yeah. That's good.
It's a good card. I think
and those stats, them stats are insane. 6, 10, and then 11.
Yeah.
Like
For
big boy.
6, like 3 cores to put it down, 1 core to put it up to 6, and then only 3 more cores to have it at 10K.
And this doesn't run into the issue that the Cthulhu Shark runs into, where you have to like sack a Nexus to even bring him out.
Right.
You just have him on board. So I like this.
Yep.
I think that's a really cool card.
So I googled Fukatu. The only thing that came up was this card.
That's funny.
But then it suggested Fukutu, and it was a James Bond villain, and I wonder if
is he the one that had the shark in the?
I googled that and it's not.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I was onto something, but I don't think it's.
That's funny.
I think it's just a made up word.
This next one of my favorite blue artists, did this one as well. You can definitely see.
Yeah. I love his golem art.
Oh, they're so cool.
It's like the shade of pencil or the shade of ink. Like
it looks like colored pencil. Like, it's just very pretty. So this is Rock Golem Custom. 5 cost, 2 reduction, blue golem spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, 4K. Level 2 for 3 cores, 6K. Level 3 for 5 cores, 8K. So decent ramping there. When the spirit attacks at all 3 levels, it's crush +1. So 1 card for the crush and then an extra card for the level. That's pretty dope. And then at level 2 and 3, when the spirit attacks, if your opponent has 10 or more if your opponent has 10 or more cards in their trash, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. He's strong draw.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like him.
I love it. Blue needed a little more
while you're
draw.
while you're destroying either 3 or 4 cards out of your opponent's deck, that's
and then you're milling too. Yeah, that feels cool. I'll run that golem for sure. Spike Knuckle Roger.
I love this guy. The artwork on this. You get back the artwork and the name.
Yeah.
And he's a war god. I love war gods.
He got crystal titties.
Roger.
He's got brass knuckles.
That's crystal titties.
Yeah, they straight up put his soul core on his cores on his nipples.
Yeah.
He's
a war god.
He's wearing armor that shows off his core nipples.
Yeah,
as well.
literally built around the core nipples. So cool. Spike Knuckle Roger's a 5 cost, 2 reduction, blue war god spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, 3K. Level 2 for 4 cores, 7K. Level 3 for 6 cores, 9K. When summoned, if you spend a soul core as part of the spirit summoning cost at any level, discard the top 6 cards of your opponent's deck. Wow.
Let's go.
And at level 2 and 3, so a little expensive here, but when the spirit attacks, if your opponent has 10 or more cards in their trash, odds are they do, select one of your other spirits, treat it as its highest level during this turn. So another one of those effects, really good synergy here, I think, especially for the mill. Spike Knuckle Roger comes in because just for summoning him, you discard 6.
Man, take about Mandala and all these other cards that love to mill. Now with just 6 cards, and by this, honestly, by the point that you summon this guy out, you've been probably crushing with the lower guys. So
Oswald's already taking him down.
Absolute issue. You're taking out probably big hitters on the opponent's deck. Imagine being at a pro tour or something and be like, I just got fucking wrecked by Spike Knuckle Roger.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna have to
shit.
start building 60 card decks again. The threat is real, man, of mill.
Well, this guy he enables Allegro so hard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So, because if they have 4 cards in their trash, you do this. Now they have 10. You swing with him. Now Allegro's level 3. If you have a Nexus, you can exhaust it to refresh Allegro. You pop their big spirits.
Blue is definitely finding its footing here. A lot of the stuff that they hinted at with set 3 is being fully realized in set 4 now and is becoming very, very viable.
The war guard archetype, when Randolph, Gordon, war guards are not to be messed around with, man.
Yeah, and I love their really normal names. It's so funny.
Roger.
I can't wait till we get Skullfucker Jeff. Oh man.
It's gonna happen. It's jeez.
Golem of the Lamp is our next card. 6 cost, 3 reduction, blue golem spirit. Level 1 for 1 core is 5K. Level 2 for 4 cores is 8K. Level 3 for 6 cores is 11K. So again, really high stat lines. This is the Ascend. Costs 4 or more, and he has the double blue symbol. So I like that it's in golem.
Yeah.
Because I will definitely be sacking cards like Fort Golem to ascend into Golem of the Lamp. You know what I mean? It's cool. And moving on, some more aberrations here. I love this art. It's so goofy. This is Deep Walker. He's just your little fish man, like in Arkham Horror and Eldritch Horror. 4 cost, 2 reduction, blue aberration spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, 3k. Level 2 for 2 cores, 4k. Level 3 for 6 cores, 8k. So keeping in theme with the aberrations being crazy expensive. During your main step, when you use this spirit to perform Ascend, select a blue Nexus card from your trash and place it without paying its cost. That feels good. That feels pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then at level 2 and level 3, when the spirit blocks, you may exhaust one of your Nexuses, which is good, to place a core from the void onto that Nexus, which is also good.
That's good. Yeah, ramping.
It's nice to see, an aberration being viable for main deck in blue. That's cool. It works with the Raymer Golem strategy, some good exhaust Nexus stuff. This next guy fucking rules. See Dragon Lord Van Tholomew.
Yeah. I love this artwork. So far, probably one of the best artworks from this set that I like. Just the amount of details, the face. Like, I love this guy.
Yeah, he is just a Jolly Roger shark boy. He's got a hook. He's got a gun. He's got really cool hat and cloaks on. He's dope. 5 cost, 3 reduction aberration. So I love that. Level 1 for 1 core, he's at 4k. Level 2 for 3 cores, he's at 6k. Level 3 for 6 cores, he's at 8k. And when summoned at all 3 levels, select 2 of your opponent's spirits that cost 2 or fewer and destroy them. And level 2 and 3, when the spirit attacks, crush +1. So he's at least milling 3 when he has crush. He's just a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, against that 2 cost yellow or something like that. You know, this guy comes in.
I think that's why I like blue so much, is because they have so much against yellow, and so I'm really interested in that. Like, blue is the other side of my coin here as far as playing battle spirits. I think he's cool. I like this one.
I do think I would struggle to play him over Randolph.
Yeah,
but I think if aberration becomes relevant, then he slots in a lot easier.
I would also argue this is a beautiful blue sideboard card.
Yeah.
Like white aggro, yellow, red aggro, purple curse aggro. Like, if they are doing any color aggro, you swap him in and you're just playing him for that when summoned, and he's easy to get on the board.
That's what I'm saying. You play him for what? For 2? So well, three technically, put a core on him.
Right.
So yeah, it's good.
He's cool. There's Plantipus. Okay, so I love this guy. Gladiator Squallow is a 3 cost 1 reduction aberration. At level 1 for 1 core, he has 5k. Level 2 for 4 cores, he has 8k. But at either level, when summoned, you have to exhaust this spirit if you do not control a Nexus. However, in blue, you're controlling a Nexus, and then this is what blue needs in that early game while you're setting up.
Yep.
You just need someone there, and that's a great card.
He's so good.
His
name is Jeff.
Too.
He's Jeff.
That's Jeff. Yeah.
This is what blue needed. This is a really good card. This is solid.
I love him.
I might even play him outside of blue.
I think
I
you
don't
could.
know.
Yeah, like that's a really great card. Good lord. Okay, Harp Princess Pollen.
We're easy now. Put it away. Whoa.
Jeez, okay.
What's going on?
This is a 4 cost 2 reduction C Fae. Mommy. At level 1 for 1 core, it's 2k. Level 2 for 3 cores is 4k. I'm flustered. Level 3 for 6 cores is 8k. When summoned, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Place a Nexus card that costs 4 or fewer from the revealed cards without paying its cost. Discard the remaining cards. It's better than the Deep Sea Acolyte or whatever that card was called from set 3.
Yeah.
And this card is what we wanted that card to be for the Gale build.
Yeah.
This card goes, here's Hurricane Highlands.
Yeah, this could grab Highlands for you.
Yep. And then level 2 and 3 during your end step. At the start of the step, if this spirit is exhausted, you may exhaust one of your Nexuses to refresh this spirit and discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. That's nasty. I mean,
honestly, I might put this in my Gale build and just like, because if I'm going second, I can play this on my first turn and hunt for Highlands.
Yep. And you can swing in probably, maybe.
Yeah. And I can discard Beldegor, discard Tokawa. Oh,
Yeah.
you could discard Tokawa and then get him back with the Soul Core.
Well,
Yeah.
not even that. So now you're also you get the Gale card, the friggin' Highlands quicker, but now as long as she's on board, you keep exhausting it, and you're also destroying your opponent's deck little by little.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just like it's yeah. This
Yeah.
card's
Maybe
good.
you mill a couple Ice Shields and now your Feng Wong gets in.
Yep. I think this
Couple
is a
burning forces.
perfect card for that Gale build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The purple Gale. Yeah. This is what I wanted that other card to do. So very cool design. Trident Datus is another War God. 5 cost, 2 reduction. Level 1 for 1 core, 4k. Level 2 for 2 cores, 6k. Level 3 for 5 cores, 9k. So honestly, really decent ramping as far as War Gods are concerned. And at all 3 levels, when the Spirit attacks, Crush +1. So really fitting into that War God theme. Level 2 and level 3, when destroyed by opponent, you may select a Nexus card from your trash and place it without paying its cost. He's good.
That's good.
Man.
We haven't seen a lot of blue Nexuses yet, I think. We have, but we'll talk about it next time. But
yeah, this just keeps...
some of the Nexuses keep getting better with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
It prevents your opponent from discouraging your mill by destroying your Nexuses that help with Crush. Like, he's just going to bring them back. Or if you don't kill him, he's crushing you a lot, just like the rest of them. Like, mill is now definitely here.
Yeah.
Crush is good.
Yeah. You've got enough cards to build it now for sure.
Dual wielding Ambrose is a 1 cost, 1 reduction blue War God Spirit, vanilla. Level 1 for 1 core, it's 1,000. Level 2 for 4 cores is 5,000.
One of my friends has a baby and they named their baby Ambrose. And now when I saw this spoiler, I was like, that's their baby.
That's their
It's
baby.
dual wielding, smashing buildings.
Yeah.
Baby.
I think if blue aggro becomes a thing, there's obviously a spot for this. But for now, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
We can play him
Play him
for free,
early.
though.
Yeah.
We can play him for
Yeah.
free, so.
It helps that early game while blue is building again.
Yeah.
I mean, do you play him for cost reduction just to like
Get some more Nexuses out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in late game, if he's still there, you core him up to 5k. I don't know.
He's another body. He's better than I initially think he is. Moving on, Battle Beast Babarush. This is a really cool art. He's just a blue boar.
Wait, did you skip one?
Did I?
Skip one? Yeah. You have another War God.
Oh, my bad. Great Javelin Morgan.
Morgan.
I love this.
Morgan.
4 cost, 2 reduction, blue War God Spirit, Crush +1 at all 3 levels. So level 1 for 1 core, 3k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 5. Level 3 for 6 cores, 8. So just more milling.
You know what this looks like? More 90s talk. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
The Titan from Hercules.
Oh yeah.
No, I was gonna say Krang from Teenage
He
Mutant
does
Ninja
have
Turtles.
Krang. He's Krang coded. You're right. That's better.
like the android body with the brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little yeah.
Yep. Very Krang coded. I like it. All right, now Battle Beast Babarush. 1 cost, 0 reduction, vanilla. 1 core, level 1, 2k. 3 cores, level 2, 4k. Again, pretty good. Good for that reduction, I guess. I think I'd play Ambrose over this one, though. For the same reason.
I play
Yeah,
Ambrose.
I would.
Yeah, because this has no cost reduction, so I would just play Ambrose.
Simian Warrior Bon Goku. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Goku.
Yeah.
I feel like he's staring into my soul.
I know.
He is.
Yeah.
He's judging you.
Yeah. Very cool Wukong inspired card here. 2 cost, 1 reduction, Beast Folk, vanilla, level 1, 3k, level 2 for 3 cores, 5k. Rock Aladdin is a 4 cost, 2 reduction, vanilla Beast Folk. But this one has a solid stat line here. So level 1 for 1 core is 5k. Level 2 for 3 cores is 7. Level 3 for 4 cores is 8. This looks like your Genbu in blue.
Yeah. This is a Wonderland Card Griffin vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Super good.
That's
also
the
looks
first
like a-
good vanilla in blue, in my opinion.
Not to make comparisons for like every card now, but now this one looks like a One Piece character.
It definitely does. It absolutely does. Oh wait, hold on. This one might be the Wonderland Card Griffin. Actually, this is awesome, and it's a Seafay.
Yeah.
So this is current writer Glissant, 5 cost for reduction, like Wonderland. Vanilla, level 1 for 1 core, 5k. Great. Level 2 for 3 cores, 7k. Awesome. Level 3 for 6 cores, 9k. It's fine. I don't think you're going to level 3 with this thing. But really, for a total commitment of 4 cores in an ideal situation, you've got a vanilla 7k blocker.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And it's CFA. That'll probably be more relevant at some point. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Sweet.
a lot of vanillas. You're right. There are a lot of vanillas there.
A lot of vanillas. They look cool, but it's like, I'm at like, this is set 4. Like, this should be the closing chapter. We should have not this many vanillas at this point.
I got to say, just without looking at Nexus and Magic right now, yellow, red, yellow, and blue are getting some really good cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think white is getting some really interesting stuff.
I think yellow probably did the best here if we're talking about spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it goes, for me, it'd be yellow, blue, red, white, purple, and then green's last.
Yeah, green.
Green didn't have shit.
No.
Honestly. Besides that pinata bird, that's about it.
That's right.
Like,
yeah.
They just got like a very obvious swap from the Quillbeast to the new Badger, and then like maybe some Swift stuff if you want to play around with it. And then if you're a degenerate like me, you're gonna build like a 50 Brandboar decks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm a degenerate like you.
I think White's cards. I think the Valkyrie is definitely the thing I'm most excited to build around.
Yeah.
The 2-cost yellow is also exciting to build around, but I'm probably gonna do Valkyrie first, just because like I've been playing so much yellow, I'm a little tired of it. But
how dare you?
Card, I mean, and just out of so far as spoiler that I was like, wow, was probably the Dustworm Draw Dragon.
Yeah, from the very first
like,
card.
That card is just really good, very versatile, can slot in a lot of different ways, so I like it. So
yeah, I agree. I gotta agree with you. Well, that was a long one. Thank you for sticking with us to the end here. If you did, I had a lot of fun. I always have fun though.
Yeah.
Another fun episode of Absolute BSS is in the books. We looked at all the spirits spoilered so far. So next week we'll look at the Nexuses and Magic, hopefully, if they're all out. But until then, thank you so much for listening. Angel and Eric, thank you as always for joining me on today's episode. And you can follow along with all the fun in our Discord. Links are in the description. And share it with your friends. Give us a sub on YouTube. We're very close to a fun little video that has battle shots happening, and then maybe another little fun game that I came up with.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that.
Yeah. So
I don't think Angel knows about that actually yet. So
I don't know if I've told him.
We'll have to tell him after we cut the audio here.
Yes. So that's coming up soon. But yeah, just again, like I know I say this every episode, but like our Discord is so fucking fun. I never understood Discord until we had one for Battle Spirits. It's so great. We talk about a lot of stuff, not just Battle Spirits, but
a lot of people talking about Evangelion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I'm on episode 6 now and getting ready for those to be released. We'll be talking about those on the podcast soon.
I thought it was funny that you were like, "This show is sad," and I'm like, "Dude, you're on episode 3. You don't know anything yet."
Yeah, you don't know.
That's what everyone keeps telling me. They're like,
you don't know nothing yet.
You're in for a ride. I was not expecting this tone. But fuck, it's really interesting. It's very captivating. I'm enjoying it so far. And then I can't wait to build some Evangelion decks. But yeah, until next time, email us absolutebsspod@gmail.com. Join the Discord, give us a sub and a like on YouTube, or leave us a review on the podcasting platforms if you like listening to us over there. Anything else you guys want to add before we head out?
Appreciate you guys listening to the 90s episode, and that's about it.
That's right.
Stay safe, drink lots of water, eat some food, and enjoy some Battle Spirits.
Well said.
Quick plug for the Indiana tournament. So remember to, we don't have to do the whole plug, but you can find the info in our Discord.
I'll pull up the poster real quick.
We'll be hosting, we're not hosting it. We're partnering with the Brick Brothers in Brownsburg, Indiana to host a tournament Saturday, February 10th?
February 10th.
February 10th. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be lots of giveaways, prizes, and we're going to have a top 4 cut. There's custom mats that have been made as well. I didn't have anything to do with the making of those mats, but they look pretty cool.
They're dope.
But some pretty exclusive Indiana BSS, absolute BSS tokens as well. So if you can make it out that way, definitely come. Either way, we're going to be streaming it live as it happens. So tune into our YouTube channel, Absolute BSS Pod, for that.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, you'll get to meet Warhammer Gordon. So please stop by.
Yeah. I have received word that Warhammer Gordon will be there.
He will be there.
Wow.
And also, what's his name? Diamond Nipple Roger will be there as well. He'll be autographing cards with his nipples.
Just dip him in ink, baby. Oh boy.
That's it for me.
What a fucking crazy adventure that this podcast is. All right, we'll catch you next week. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.